What is up, everybody? DanDanTheFireman here. We're going to go over crashes and close calls utilizing the after-action review process. And so we're going to figure out what happened, how it happened, what we can do better. And thankfully, MotoStars puts on some great content. But we do have a sale going on the shop. If you wanted to practice parking lot drills, there's 20 drills. Code GO Drill 25 for 25% off. I think it comes out to $11 at that point. Anybody can get it. It's international. So if you're in India, you can also get it. All right, let's go ahead and watch this and see what happened.
Hey
We
guys,
focus on the Smart Rider principles, so we're going to utilize this as our
the
training.
rider making
So if we see anybody crashing, gear, situation awareness, skills, how to rescue somebody after that. And we are teaching and mentoring right now. So got a little panicked, and there's the, yeah, we can kind of go over a little bit here. So let's go ahead and go over some of the training verticals here. And then the principles here. So we're going to seek and recognize hazard situations. It is a blind turn. We see somebody coming out. So we're going to have to put ourselves in a good position for safety. So a little bit more off to the right, because you look at the road, we don't have a lot of space. So we might have to slow it down right now and then ride this area right here, because this vehicle is going to take up quite a bit. So we do have a little bit of this, but we're going to make sure we have good space cushions. So let's bring this back up, maintaining our skills. So how do we do that? Well, we're going to have to practice how to slow down in the turn or before the turn, or maybe just don't go super fast on this. So trail braking is going to be really helpful in this situation if you're go ahead and braking through the turn. The basic way of dealing with this is slowing down before the turn and then accelerating once you have your nose pointed to where you want to go. That's going to be what you get taught in the MSF BRC1. And then when we come back to here, acquiring and use personal protective equipment, just in case we fail, which is what we just saw, make sure we have full gear: helmet, jacket, pants, gloves, and boots. That's going to hopefully mitigate some injuries, hopefully prevent a massive TBI, so traumatic brain injury. A concussion is a TBI, but you can actually minimize quite a bit of the forces that are going into your brain if you wear a helmet. It's going to absorb some of that stuff. So it's maybe not like a grade 3. You might have a grade 1 TBI. So let's bring this back up. How to rescue. So if we didn't crash, how do we rescue our buddy? There's not much you can do outside of stopping major bleeds. And so this is what we do here. We're going to remain calm so we don't crash. We're going to call 911 or tell someone to call 911 or wherever you're at. This might be like 999 or something over here. We're going to ensure our own safety so we don't crash too. So we're going to look for hazards when we're helping our buddy and wear some gloves if there's blood. So bloodborne pathogens, we don't want to deal with that. And stop any major bleeds. Direct pressure, and I mean a lot of direct pressure, so you're putting your weight on that wound. If you have a tourniquet, go ahead and apply a tourniquet on the arms or the legs, depending on where the injury is. And if you have to pack the wound, if there's like a hole or blood coming out of like junctional areas, like up here in the chest or up here in the groin area, you might have to start packing the wound. And we have all that stuff in here on the rescue pack on the store, but right now we have that sale for the fundamental skill set right here is maintaining fundamental skills. But we're also here now teaching and mentoring other motorcycle riders. So we're hitting all the verticals here. You can learn a lot. We're going to try to pick one at a time for a lot of these videos. The first one, we just did like all 5. So let's go ahead and go back to here.
biker came out on
So
speed.
panicked a little bit. So right here, really focus your target fixation on your exit, which is there. You're probably starting to target fixate here. So target fixation is just your eye movement directing where your body's going to go. So if you're looking over here, you're directing your body going there. If you're looking over here, you're directing your body there. So it is a skill. So train your body and train your mind, train your eyes to look at your exit, not where your panic and your fear is at. And that's a life lesson. Target fixate on your goals. Don't target fixate on your fears. So good job. He's remaining calm. The guy in the back, and he's going to pull off and ensure his own safety. And now he's going to help. Any major bleeds? Not really.
Hell no, hell.
If he wants to take the helmet off, cool. I don't recommend you taking their helmet off. If they want to do it, I recommend they don't, but seems to be conscious and alert. All right, here we go. Emergency braking. Let's see what happens. We're going a little fast for the flow of traffic. So emergency braking, we finally got traction on that tire and it really gripped. So when we're talking about progressive braking, we're applying a little bit of the front brake, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more, a little bit more. When that weight transfers for the front, you're able to put more braking power because it has traction. Gravity and weight onto something creates traction. So he was doing it. He got a lot of traction. Then he really went, and then it went up and over. How do we prevent this? Just don't go this fast. Simple. Just don't go that fast. Who was at fault in this situation? Okay, I was reading. So let's take a look. So they switched over. Didn't like it. We were going to switch over. Didn't like it. Ooh, thankfully he kept it up. Oh, and that person's pissed? Okay. Okay. So have fun with that one. Probably not exchanging insurance information. So our space cushion is not the greatest here. So let's not like try to focus on, hey, I'm going to pass this person. Let's wait until they make a decision. Because obviously they're very indecisive. Okay. We're going to wait until they make a decision. We're going to maintain a good space cushion. So we're going to go ahead and roll off the throttle and just kind of like watch the dumb do their thing. Okay. If they can't make a decision on changing lanes, it's their fault. You know, they're not paying attention to that well. So we're going to sit back and pay attention for them. So just wait. Just wait. Don't worry about passing because our space cushion wasn't good enough. So thankfully we did keep the bike up. Hopefully no injuries to that hand and knee. New rider, too powerful bike, massive skill issue. Okay. Oh. Yeah. Okay. So he does have armor, but I highly recommend just getting full gear. At the beginning of the live stream, we talked about different kinds of gear, and armor only is really good for like parking lot practice because then you don't want to overheat. But I don't recommend wearing it when you're out riding because then you have abrasions possibly. Yeah, so he's I can't use the word that we usually use in the fire service, but he's finger. You guys, what's the next word? Write it in the chat. He's finger blanking the primary controls of the throttle, not bang. It's the F word. And so he's like he's just doing this. Okay, that's gonna be a beginner issue. Ugh. So have more practice in a parking lot.
Here we have a situation.
Moto Young, okay. Group ride chat, nice little spaces. Good. Okay. Somebody gonna dump it though. Okay. Okay. What's happening here? Why are we getting off on the shoulder? What happened? Maybe a mechanical issue? Is that a mechanical issue? What happened? Because, like, why were we going off on the shoulder? So he must have hit gravel or something, but I don't see his right fingers grabbing that front brake. So maybe he slammed the rear brake? Or maybe, was he stuck in neutral? Yeah, because look at the green light. Green light typically means neutral. Because if it was blue, it'd be his high beams. So he must have slammed his rear brake or something. Lost some track. I don't know. He hit gravel, hit road surface hazard on the shoulder. Interesting. Wear gear. While testing new stuff on the Supermoto. Okay. Oh, geez. So skate park, not necessarily good for a Supermoto. But it seems kind of fun. They do those Supermoto races with the hills. That's really fun to watch. But I almost did this on my e-bike, but it was on a sidewalk where it was like just elevated like this, and I was going 30 on the e-bike, and this almost happened to me. Like thankfully I was able not to do this, but that's what happens. Anybody do this on a BMX bike accidentally? Yeah, learning how to jump is important. I've done that on BMX bikes as a kid all the time. Until I learned. Riding my BMW on the shoulders, truck made me right turn. Okay, so going nice and slow, passing on the right, not the safest, especially when you have intersections right here. So hopefully nobody's gonna pull out or pull into one of these areas. That's one of the dangers of passing on the right. And this isn't technically lane filtering. This is you're sharing the lane. So that's exactly what I was talking about. So good job on him paying attention, but this is a big hazard to do that. You can't blame the truck driver. You just can't. He's not anticipating somebody being in the bike lane. Okay. We don't need to deal with that. Let's just say they handled it like adult gentlemen.
Confident riding on such.
Oh, going a little crazy. Probably sped up the camera. I think he sped up the camera.
In the corner and learned a valuable lesson.
Let's go ahead and increase the speed duration in Premiere Pro. Oh, lost some traction. Did a little high side. Hopefully no shoulder injuries. That's typical. Shoulder injuries and head injuries. Not good. Wear gear if you're going to be doing some risky stuff like that. Okay, we don't know if this is copyrighted, so we're just gonna go ahead and do this. Nice color grading. Why is everything green? Oh, geez. Let's take a look. So, buddies up ahead crashed into each other. A slowdown in traffic. So we got 1, 2, at least 3 patients on the ground. Does your trauma kit have enough gear for that? Hopefully, not everyone's bleeding out. So not good. So when we see that, remain calm yourself, ensure your own safety. That's going to be the biggest first 2 things that you're going to have to do. Okay, remain calm, ensure your own safety. So go ahead and pull off on the side, not panic. Good job, good job. And then it's time to rescue. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring this back up. Angry Karen pulled out a motion to use eyes and guess that upset her. Yeah, she shouldn't have been doing that, but good job with the braking. So our safety is our responsibility. We can't anticipate other people to protect us all the time. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. Guy driving slow in the fast lane decides to speed up when I merge in to pass. Okay. Okay, I am caught between 2 cars blocking both lanes in front, so I have no choice but to split or else I would have to slow down. You can slow down. Seems like he's managing that traffic. Oh, what is that guy gonna do? Watching the mirrors, I see him cut across all lanes to roll up on me again. I'm not sure what he thinks he's gonna do. So we talked about road rage at the beginning of this live stream. So in this situation, if he's just gonna constantly be doing that, the goal is to get him in front of you. And so if you have to, take the exit and then get right back on the interstate. If you have to. If you feel like it's unsafe, create that boundary, create that space, take an exit, go off, enjoy your music. You added like a minute or 2 to your commute, not a big deal. I'd rather do that than have to deal with an idiot. And then having to speed and do lane splitting. At this point, I'm not sure what he's going to do, but he wasn't about to run me over, so I had to prepare for anything. You gonna pull a gun out? I just realized this music is probably copyrighted. Thank you so much. So we're coming up to here. He keeps his distance until he speeds up, so he's got a decent space cushion. I noticed sure my shirt wouldn't get in the way. Oh, he did have a gun. Okay, a little bit of a threat. Okay. It does scare some people, especially if they don't have a gun for themselves.
It was probably...
Would that be considered brandishing? I mean, if it's open carry, it's just open carry. Oh, I think brandishing is when you actually pull it out. Okay.
Probably the difficult road conditions that caused the driver...
Yeah, look at the wet road. If it just happened, oil is going to be lifted up because water and oil do not mix, and water goes underneath oil, so it actually lifts it up out of the asphalt. So good job lifting that leg. But when we're going through intersections, we're in orange stage, ready for a lot of these things. Oh, he said he was quite dizzy. I was quite dizzy straight after the crash. I didn't sustain any head injuries, just got disoriented. So that right there is actually a head injury symptom. Disorientation, nausea, vomiting, vision impairment, loss of balance. That's a head injury. So you might not have like a penetrating trauma to the head. You might not be unconscious, but you technically just got a concussion. So it's going to be a very low-grade concussion, but it is a concussion. So be very careful hopping right back on the bike. Go ahead and get yourself out of danger, so out of the road. Leave your bike, whatever. Get yourself out of the road. Once you start to come to and you don't have that disorientation, then go ahead and move off. Move your bike off, and if you want to, go ahead and ride. But we're coming up to here. Oh, crap. He's going to go and honk the horn. That's not going to save him. So straightening up and maybe applying the brakes or accelerating through that escape path. Overall, terrible situation. This is why we wear gear. So good job lifting that leg up as best you can, because you don't want to get your tib fib smashed and broken. Might have a foot injury, but it's better than your foot injury and tib fib and knee. And there's the head hit the ground. And so being a little disoriented, a little dizzy, you got a concussion, which is considered a traumatic brain injury. In fact, levels of TBI. Let's go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead. That's a little too much. That's a little too much. That's a little too much. Levels of concussion. How about that? Okay. So we're going to go ahead and open this up in a new tab. Actually, we're going to, yeah, let's just do a new tab. That looked good. Okay. So concussion grading scale. This is what I'm talking about here. So symptoms, grade 1 concussion, it's a mild TBI, grade 2, grade 3. Grade 1, you could have 0 or 30 minutes of loss of consciousness. Let's see if I can, there we go. Pretty ordinary in the medical imaging. So it's not going to look like, hey, we saw something with an MRI, but you are going to have a headache, dizziness, and nausea. So that is a grade 1 concussion. Now, people think concussions are like, oh, I was knocked out for like 30 minutes. So that's a grade 2. And then post-traumatic amnesia, you might have some difficulty remembering stuff, but then definitely here, okay? Significant findings, so you're talking about like bleeding on the brain and whatnot, memory loss, difficulty focusing. This is pretty bad. So if you're unconscious for a very long time, that's a very severe TBI. But mild TBI, you're going to have just that. So when it comes to the rescue card, head injury symptoms, disorientation, nausea, vomiting, vision impairment, loss of balance, or persistent headache, that's all right there, okay? That's why I put it in there. So he does have a mild concussion.
Oh.
So be careful with that. Don't think you're like perfectly fine. If you get dizzy and nauseous and you're a little bit wobbly after a crash, you have a concussion. Walked away with a sprained wrist and thumb and concussion.
Dog, I had an accident before.
Hey, are you okay?
Yeah, I feel fine.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm a doctor in the hospital.
Okay, do your assessment.
Can you feel your
I can feel
limbs
everything.
yet?
I'm probably bleeding, but
Where?
I know that nothing's broken.
As the road I was on was the main issue to the hospital, 5 minutes down the road. Police were on the scene soon after. Rushed to the hospital soon after in an ambulance. Yep.
Yeah.
Where'd you get hit?
I don't know. I can.
So if he is bleeding, if there's any external bleeding, you can solve that. All right, idea of filtering is to prevent bikers from getting rear-ended and keeping us safe. Okay, so we have a cop in front of us.
Stop there. You're not filtering in one lane. Not happening. Not happening. I'll stick you on if you do.
It's true.
Stay there.
If that's the law. So, yeah, I get it. It's to prevent from getting rear-ended. But this is a great position for safety. So if you can't lane filter in your state, or if you're not allowed to lane filter in a single lane, which in Arizona you have to have 2 lanes. So if these cones weren't there, it's okay to lane filter when traffic is stopped. They have to be stopped, and it has to be in the city. It can't be on the interstate like this. And you can only go 10 miles an hour over the flow of traffic, which means if they're stopped, you can only go 10 miles an hour. So here, great position for safety. You have an escape path up in front. You have good line of sight up in front. And you have a space cushion, which is going to be your lane filtering situation here. So your buddy can take this side. You can take this side. Hopefully the car that is going to come up and rear end you guys is going to run into the cop. But the cop's doing what he's doing. He's doing his job.
Stop there. You're not filtering in one lane. Not happening. Not happening. I'll stick you on if you do. Stay there.
He's not giving him a ticket. Let's see. Okay. All right. Interesting point of view. We have a very, like a single lane. Watch out for hedges. Anybody coming out? Oh, we got some water. Go nice and easy over it. Oh, we lost traction. Hydroplaned. So probably the water was dispersed because we're riding on it, but stick to the middle. So typically with roads, they're going to be a little concave, I believe. I think that's the word. And so the water's going to be mostly on this side. So you're going to have a little bit less shallow, or it's going to be shallower in the middle. So stick to the middle. Coast over it if you can. Get some speed before the whole thing. So get a little bit of speed, and then like pull in the clutch and coast over it. Because the last thing you want to do is when you have like some throttle, all of a sudden that rear tire loses traction, it just starts spinning. So just kind of like coast over it. Let your tread and your tires deal with it. So stick to the middle. Don't turn. Keep it as straight as possible. But if it does happen like that, wear gear. And just consider it a nice little wash session. Uh-oh, motorcycle crash on the freeway. It's like Vegas area.
We just saw riding by on a motorcycle. I literally was thinking, dude, he was driving crazy. Oh,
he's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, he's fine. There's plenty of people.
Yeah. Getting out on the freeway. This is gaming.
Why does he have he has like a GoPro? Why does he have a GoPro? Or like one of those little cameras? They must know how to ride.
Gonna have to.
Oh, that's not moving.
Okay, go.
He hit hard. There you go. Yeah, it's Vegas. That's Vegas. Oh, we're going fast. What's going to happen here, guys?
Expected road situation, and a small mistake by the rider puts him in a
Small mistake at 174 kilometers an hour. Okay.
good position.
Okay. Okay. Panic, panic, panic. Get back on. Swerve, swerve, swerve. Woo, boy. Got lucky on that one. So same thing. Careful, 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 careful. Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
What'd he drop? What broke? So give it a little bit of speed. Go over it. There we go. We got the little mini map. Very good. Watch out for this person switching over. Move, move, move. Accelerate, 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 accelerate. Don't just hang out there. Accelerate and move positions. Get yourself in a better position for safety. I noticed a flat tire in the trailer, and the driver just starts swerving all over the place, almost into the ditch on the other side of the road. So give yourself a space cushion. Let them just, once they finalize their crash, or they're able to keep the trailer and the truck from not crashing, stay back. Give yourself a space cushion. Roll off the throttle. So good. He's doing that right now. So he's giving him some space.
We're riding all over the place. Okay.
Yeah, maintain a good space cushion. Just watch. You have a sharp left turn coming up. Right there, but it looks like we turn right. Okay. There's no need to come up to him and be like, hey, you got a flat tire. I think he knows. I think he knows something's wrong, because now we're like all over the place.
What?
Could be drunk. But if it's a flat tire, that's going to really mess things up.
That's for sure.
Yeah, maintain a good space. This is a good space cushion just in case you have to swerve, emergency brake.
What is this guy doing?
For fun entertainment, keep that space cushion, just watch and follow.
Tire. I'm trying to get attention, but they're driving all over the place.
Yeah, if he's driving all over the place, I think he knows. This is definitely California.
Am I going to witness a crash? Like,
Yeah, so get ready. So start your process of remaining calm and ensuring your own safety at this point.
back tire, like,
And if you have a rescue pack or any type of trauma kit with gear to stop any major bleeds, do that. There you go. Roll off the throttle. Perfect. Perfect, 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 perfect.
I was going to. Your back tire? Your back tire is super flat. Your far back tire is completely flat. On the other side. On the other side.
Okay. Very good. Let's see if we can hit 300 likes, guys. Click that like button.
Yeah.
We have 274 of you in class right now on this live stream that we host every Thursday at 12 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. It's about a 2-hour live class going over these things. So if you're watching this on Sunday or a different day, that's why. We're doing this live. Uh-oh, dear. Oh, dear. Watch out for a third. Good job rolling off the throttle, missing them. Handled it. Wait. How fast are we going? Please tell me that's kilometers per hour. Oh, having some fun. So high risk, take some skill, having some fun. Oh, we just lost some speed, dropped the bike. Yeah. So thankfully, a lot of these guys do have, hey, welcome, Mary. A lot of these guys do have like trauma kits, water, things to get them out of the situation. They know what they're doing. This is a beautiful area. This would be a lot of fun. This would be very tiring, though. It'd be a lot of fun. Look at that. Look at that. I used to do that with Les Green out in Yuma with a Sportster.
Is everyone feeling strong?
And then you have buddies to help you. You got crash guards. This is designed for that.
What a bastard.
Scars on a bike create memories, kind of like on your body a little bit.
Ultimately, he managed.
Okay, this is a nice looking road. We just didn't navigate the corner very well. Slow it down. Ooh, got lucky. Got lucky. Wear a jacket, though, at least. This is a beautiful road. Wear a jacket. If you have a bike like this and really good gear, why not wear a jacket? That girl fray. Okay. Oh, open lane pattern. Good escape. Good escape. So that was, we shouldn't have, I mean, we're going 124 here. This looks like America. We're going 124. There's that open lane pattern. That vehicle wants to get into that middle lane and possibly get into that lane that we did swerve into. So if we are going this high rate of speed, which I don't recommend, hopefully we're just going this flow of traffic, maybe a little bit over. Okay, I get it. Find that escape path. Make sure that you actually see it and plan your ride. So we see that. It's like we're not going to stop in time because of how fast we're going. You see the weight transfer to the front, so we did apply the brakes, but we know we're not going to be able to stop in time. Our total stopping distance is terrible. So we're going to go shoot for that gap. Okay, that's what you're going to have to do, or you're going to crash. Shoot for that gap. This person's probably wanting to go for that gap too, so you're going to have to beat them to it. And you're already going faster than them, so you can do it. So good job lane splitting to get yourself out of that situation, but we also have open lane patterns here. So just because we solved that problem doesn't mean it's not going to happen again. So this should be an omen to like, hey, I should probably slow it down. All right. Oh, total stopping distance. Got lucky. Got lucky on that one. Now try to increase your space cushion, put yourself in a better position. That's a great position. Let's say if we had to stay in this lane, that's a good position. Do your head check, do your mirror check. I don't know if we're gonna get hit, but we just did an open lane pattern too to switch over. Spain 2024. Oh, somebody's in our lane. Good job. That was tough to do because we're in the middle of a turn, having to adjust and apply the brakes. Good job though. Good job. Imagine if we were going super duper fast. Good job. Underwear change. Yeah, that's why it's called brown stage. But thankfully we didn't panic. So go ahead and pull over, check your pantalones, go ahead and throw that nugget out, and go on with your day. Here we go. Joe Biker, blind corner, but hopefully nothing's going to happen. Oh, uncommon thing in a common situation. Good job. Immediately applying the brakes. Hopefully that person switches over. Let's see if he switches over here to this new position. Kind of did. Well, good job. Yeah, once they're in their lane, go and honk. I don't care. As long as we're safe. So good job.
Nice.
A little scary. A little scary. So does anybody have this? That's like a mini GPS. It's supposed to be like very minimal UI. I just don't see how that's really helpful. I like having my phone GPS because then it shows me the path, not just an arrow. Like, does it give you a lot of information? To me, it doesn't give me enough. Where's the fire? He's got to take a dump. He's turtle heading it. He just flew
right through the center.
He's got to go. Okay, probably copyrighted music. Let's go ahead and pause that. Let's go ahead and do this. So intersections, orange stage, probably trying to figure it out. What's going on? Somebody's going to pull out. And they did. So good job navigating that whole situation. Thank you so much, MotoStars, for putting on these videos. This is the end of our live stream here, but you'll be seeing this after the fact. So make sure you sign up, hit that notification bell button, subscribe, all that stuff. And grab yourself a drill booklet right now until Monday at midnight. It's going to be 25% off with Go Drill 25 at checkout. I think it's about $11 at that point. With that said, hope you guys ride safe, be safe, and I'll see you guys on the next live stream.